If you're looking for signs that your avoidant partner loves you, take a walk with me. I know, many of you would say they love you by discarding you with no empathy. You're not alone in that sentiment, especially if you're somebody who aligns with anxious attachment. It makes sense because the ending of a relationship for you always feels unexpected. You have a competing internal narrative. Your internal narrative often aligns with how things should be versus what's actually happening. You think, well, if it was just this way, if we could fix this one thing, everything would be perfect. But when the breakup happens, you immediately ask yourself, what did I do wrong? How can I fix this? You'll ask the questions, did they even really love you? Do they even care? And do they miss you? And you'll spend a lot of time trying to figure out what someone else is thinking and feeling. And the real question comes down to, what are you thinking? And what are you feeling? It's important to remember that attachment styles are on a spectrum. They're also not a permanent state of being. I want you to know that you can earn a secure attachment style. But it's much easier to say that this is just who I am, this is how it is, and it's never going to change. In fact, everybody else needs to change. After all, everybody else is broken and they need to be fixed. Once you recognize that you can earn a secure attachment style, that opens the gates to self-discovery and learning how to take your personal power back from all the places that you give it away to so freely. It's also important to understand your definition of love and theirs. Of course, that'll take you down a rabbit hole of the 8 types of love. I did a video on it. You should check it out. By now, you're probably thinking, can you please just show me the signs? Number 1, they show love through practical support. This is going to look like acts of service. They're going to do things for you, like fill up your car or your Stanley Cup. Doing things for you makes them feel useful, and it also taps into their emotional intimacy. A lot of times the problem becomes, well, you didn't ask for that. That's not what you're looking for, and that's not what you want. You want and need something very different, and that's good awareness for you. You should probably write those things down. Number 2 is through displaying reliability. If they keep showing up, if they keep texting back and stick to plans, that's their version of being committed. It's in that consistency where trust is cultivated. And when you understand the heart and mind of someone who's love avoidant, you begin to recognize that trust truly is one of the most important things to them. I know that statement makes you feel feelings based off of all the things that you've gone through previously, but we're not talking about that right now. No one's dismissing your past experiences, but you have to recognize that it's a small demographic that you've actually experienced in dating. If you've only dated 5 people in your life and they're all love avoidant, that might be something to look into. This is why learning and understanding your own attachment style and how you integrate yourself into relationships with other people is so important. It allows you to take your personal power back. You no longer blame the experiences that you've had, you take ownership of them. And you're not condoning anything that may or may not have happened, but you're accepting responsibility and ownership for the pattern that you've been living out in all of your relationships. And when you see your own pattern through the lens of self-compassion, you'll just go, oh, oops. Number 3 is physical presence. They'll be in the same room with you at the same time, and that is intimacy to the avoidant. It couldn't be any easier, and you don't even have to say anything. It's because, growing up, their house was filled with chaos. It's also why when a relationship ends, they're not terribly surprised. They think, well, had to end anyway. Everything always does. Number 4 is they encourage and respect your independence. And for you, since you lean anxious or codependent, you might be like, well, no, I don't want any separation. I don't need that. You might be someone that doesn't have an upper threshold for intimacy and closeness. And to the avoidant, that can feel like a never-ending void inside of the other person that's never fulfilled. They end up feeling responsible for all your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. This is why self-regulation is so important for someone who has an anxious attachment style. It's understanding that you can take your personal power back and you can earn a secure attachment style. And of course, this branches off into a lot of different conversations to help you do just that. So I'd encourage you to go listen to the Blueprint podcast. You know where to go.